Hey everybody, Kensurfs here. We're in the shave den and it's time for a new shave. Actually, I'm going to be using some new products and some very old products in today's video. I had one of the viewers write to me and say, hey, you got all that soap from South Africa. How come you're not using it every day? Well, if I use the same brand soap every day for you guys, it'd get a little dull. So I got to mix it in every once in a while. And I'm going to be doing that today. From Bundubeard shaving soap in South Africa, I'm going to be using Beach Bum soap today. And this is supposed to remind you of the suntan lotion scent and tourist scent that you smell on the beaches in South Africa. And the top notes of this are Bergamot, Tangerine and Lotus. The middle notes are driftwood, rosewood and sea breeze, with the base notes of musk and tonka. Very fresh, very refreshing soap. I will be using this today. Now, I have a razor that I have not used yet from Edwin Jagger. I call it the fat handle razor. It's actually that model right there. So if you're interested, it's that model right there. But it's kind of got a stubby handle, nice fat handle, and I kind of like the color. I'm going to be using this for the first time today. I'll load it up in just a moment. I'm going to be using the Kensurfs shave brush today. Shameless plug. I guess they're running out of the 2023 and the new print will say 2024, but it'll be the same handle with the kaleidoscope. Looks like you're seeing a kaleidoscope inside there. And it's the synthetic knot. And for 16 bucks, I'm told by the people who've been buying them, they're very, very happy with them. So let me put my synthetic knot right in there. And get ready. Now, my aunt moved out of her house that she's, lived in since probably 1963, 64 in Huntington Beach. And she went into kind of a senior apartment where they have all the activities and everything. And she's been cleaning out her house and she asked if I would like this. Now, my uncle and my cousin both use this. So I don't know if it was from my uncle or from my cousin, but Halston Z14 is a leathery scented aftershave, and this is an aftershave. I don't know if they still make aftershave or it's only cologne, but this came out in 1974. It's in the original box. Hang on one second here. It's in the original box. There we go. Is that upside down? There you go. And this thing's pretty full. So I don't know. Oh man, this brings back memories. There wasn't a lot of choices back in the 70s and 80s when it came to, I would call this department store or, supermarket shave lotion. You had Brew. What do you got? Brew, you got Skin Bracer, you got British Sterling, you got Halston. And I'm going to be using Halston today. So all right. Welcome. Let's get this shave started. First of all EJ razors come with a little spacer, paper spacer there. I don't know if that's to stop maybe rust or just to stop metal against metal grinding. But we're going to be using the blade, the Wilkinson Sword Gillette blade that I used in the last shave I did for the second time. So here is the EJ 3-piece. The tabs do stick over the edge. See, you can see them sticking over the edge, but we get a nice solid alignment. And the handle's very fat and easy to hold. So we'll be using that today. All right, I think we're about ready to get the shave started. So let's wet the face and get going. All right. Hope you guys have had a good week. It's almost the weekend. Here we go. Almost the weekend. I hope everything's going good for you. And for the gent who was asking that I use more of these. I will integrate them in, but I can't do them all in a row. For the next 20 shaves, you'll be getting the same brand soap, just different scents. And I wasn't the only YouTuber that got sent these. I think Sinatra Lennon got sent them. A lot of people got sent these. So a big amount of them. So they are definitely going to be out there, and you're going to be getting some reviews on them. The folks at DS Cosmetic who make the brush said their bosses wanted to know what my thoughts on the different knots and everything were. And I'm going to write back. And I've been using the synthetics lately. Now, I have Badger and I have Boar, but I have been using the synthetics. They're just a little bit easier. They're cruelty-free. So I think I'm going to write back to them and tell them, hey, I kind of like the synthetics, and that'll keep me on good terms with my daughter and my wife. Very, 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 very slick soap. Very good coverage. Let's see how this EJ does. No issues. You can tell, you know, you use a new razor with a blade. You can tell, you feel the tugging. It's just, you know, you don't want to feel tugging. It should just cut through this like butter. And I had one guy comment and he said, hey, I can get a pretty smooth shave on one pass. How come people do 2 or 3 passes? It's just a personal preference, my friend. I can, in one pass, this will be sufficient. Now, if I want to go a little bit, I want to get more of a BBS shave, I'll do 2 passes, and I usually just do 2. But I have a very light beard. People who have very thick beards, coarse beards, that grow very quickly, they really probably need to do 3 passes, but it's a unique situation to everybody's face. I'm in my lunch hour now. Took a shower this morning, but I wanted to do a video for you guys because I'm trying to get them out in a more timely manner. You hear the feedback? Turning it. Oh, and one gentleman asked, how do you apply the aftershave splash? What quantity do you put in? Can you please show me? And yeah, of course I can. There we go. 1 pass would do it, but let's do another pass. That way I can talk to you for a little while longer. Okay, here we go. Now, for me, that's absolutely perfect. Some of you, though, you know, you may need to do 3. Some of you can get away with 1. You can kind of hear the feedback a little bit. My father-in-law is still out in Monroe. He's staying with his sister. You know, I was back there the other week for my uncle's funeral. And he said for 3 days he hasn't been able to leave the house. It's been getting like to 15, 17 degrees at night. And he said there's about a 1-inch thick sheet of ice on the driveway, and the roads were iced up. So they've been trapped in the house. And Now, I just spoke to him a little while ago, and he says, I'm in Catfish Charlie's having lunch. So I think they got out of the house. He said they were running low on food, so they're going to get eggs and eggs and sandwiches, meat and everything. So if the weather, I'm spoiled here. There's a reason you come to Southern California, and probably the number one reason is the weather. We do not have to do that. But I remember in England, boy, oh boy. I remember Newcastle. Cold. A lot of you asking, how long are you going to keep the mustache? And I'll keep it a little bit longer. It's kind of a personal preference. A lot of you guys have them, you like them. A lot of you don't have them, you don't like them. But yeah, I haven't had one in a while. A long, long while. And it's coming along. All right. Now, one thing I noticed about the old bottles, the cap can kind of come off of the twist-off cap. It kind of is a snug fit on. So don't try to pull up. Just unscrew it and you'll be fine. All right, so what I do, I put a little bit in there. See that? A little bit for people who don't know. Rub my hands together and then, ooh, slap it on. And you'll feel the burn. And I do that with the lotion too. If it's a lotion, I put a little bit in, rub my hands together and do that. Now, some of you are going, well, obviously, but people didn't know. And hopefully this helps you out, my friend. I know you asked about that. So hopefully that definitely helps you out. I just put a little bit in. I could go for a little more. A couple of drops there, see that? Slap it together. And we're done. Now, I learned all this stuff from my dad, and a lot of you learning from your dads or your grandpas and stuff, but some people don't have the dads around to help. They're busy or they're just not there. So these shaving videos, hopefully they help you, and not just mine, but everybody who's doing shaving videos. Hopefully they're very helpful to you, and you learn and you master the art of shaving and wet shaving. All right, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. So till next time, stay safe. Bye for now.